Today message is 15-year anniversary 911 World Trade Center testimony. God bless America.
September 11th, 2001.
There's another one. Another plane just hit. Right? Oh, my.
When the planes hit,
I saw it smash into the south wall of number 2 in an oblique angle. I saw this big ball of flame.
The second plane had struck the South Tower at 9:02:54 a.m., just 16 minutes after the first plane went in. By then, the first teams of firemen and rescue workers had already arrived at the foot of the North Tower, where they were greeted by a scene of horror and devastation that defied the imagination. By 9:30, ordinary life had all but ceased across the city, as millions of New Yorkers and hundreds of millions more around the world looked on in shock and disbelief at the nightmarish images unfolding in real time on TV. At 9:38, word came that terrorists had commandeered a third jetliner and crashed it into the Pentagon, killing everyone on board and 126 people on the ground. And not long after, that a fourth plane had crashed into a hillside in rural Pennsylvania, brought down by some of its own heroic passengers before it could reach its intended target in the nation's capital. And then, on a morning of hideous surprises, already without precedent in the city's history, something happened that no one had ever thought possible before. Something beyond comprehension. Something that had never happened in the history of tall buildings since the first skyscrapers had gone up at the foot of Manhattan over a century before. High up in both towers, the raging fires were now generating 3 to 5 times the heat of a nuclear power plant, and the interior temperature had soared in places to nearly 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. At 9:58 a.m., having withstood the ferocious heat of the inferno within for nearly an hour, the floor trusses on the 80th floor of the South Tower began to give way. Columns along the east wall began to buckle upwards, and the entire building began to come down.
In the morning, my son Stephen wake up and read Bible and song, worship himself, which today's verse Ephesians chapter 2, 8 and 9. He read it. He came to his job at World Trade Center, South Building, 73 floor. While he came to World Trade Center, in his mind, his brain somehow called Ephesians chapter 2, 8 and 9, which is God saved to us. We believed God. We living with God. That is not our choice. God have planned blessing to us. God chosen to us. That's why when we have something happen, good or bad, doesn't matter. That is not your glorious. Only God glorious. That's what he hear is a God voice. And then he came his office, 73 floor. And he's working Morgan Stanley, a stockbroker. He graduated UC Berkeley legal study. And he chose stockbroker because he want to know this earth in America, economic movement, and very sensitive, the stock is a political movement too. That's why he becomes stockbroker. Same footstep that his father. Then he came to office and opened the refrigerator, pull out milk for coffee. And he pull, accidentally the light is off. What happened? Somehow, immediately light come back. Then everybody talking, what happened? What happened? And then outside window, the other building, north building, one of the World Trade Center tower, have airplane in that building, 105 floor. Then my son and everybody in office, they try to get out of there. And then somehow his announcement is say, don't worry, not this building, no problem. And then some people, they trusted that announce and they stay there and never left. Mean they're all dead after building crashed down. He stepped out. He didn't get in the elevator because if electronic stop, then elevator gonna be stopped, then he gonna be stuck in there. Then he decided in the working the emergencies exist. Working 40 floor, and then something happened like earthquake, boom. Then everybody falling down. He tried to start going down. Then next woman, 65 years old woman, cannot stand up because she had a shocking. Then 3 times he tried, and then he cannot stand up. And then she is give up to stay sitting there. Then my son carrying that woman in his shoulder and then carrying. Like, when we growing, mother carrying the ball on her shoulder. Then he carrying with that woman working in the 40 floor. Everybody want to get out of there in the self. No way any thinking for any other people. No way. Have to survive. Everybody learning and then get out there. My son arriving at the ground floor. Then the lady just stand up. Immediately, that lady tried going up. Oh, I left my handbag. Then my son hold her shoulder, pull out, and get out of that building. 1.5 block, the building falling down. Which I didn't know what happened. That morning, 8:50, my brother-in-law, he studies meteorology, doctor degrees in MIT. Then he called me, hey, brother-in-law, you have to watch his TV. It's something emergency happened. Your son in that building. Then I turn on TV. That what seen. One airplane hit south building, north building, immediately happened. 2 airplanes hit 2 towers, World Trade Center. Think about it. My son in that building. How much serious I am. I didn't know he was working from 73 floor to 40, carrying the woman in the get out. I didn't know. When I see within 1 hour, 8:46 a.m., and then just 1 hour, both buildings falling down. Of course, I think my son is dead. My wife cannot see watching that TV and then go to the church for praying. But I'm man, I can watching continuous, but both buildings falling down, then it's gone. Then my wife come back. Then I hold her, and we crying. I told her we lost my son. Impossible within 1 hour that the 2 buildings are falling down is gone. How my son can get out from the 73 floor? I cannot imagine even he can get out. Then I cannot stand there and then I go to the church. We are Christian. Only one way that we can pray to the Lord. Mercies, Heavenly Father. This is the only one son I have. If you save my son, I will give my soul and body. Since that day, I prayed 3 days. When I come home, my wife said, oh, my son Stephen called. I asked, where is he? Church? No. Apartment? No. His friend's house? No. I was so happy I didn't ask. Since that 3 days, we're looking for him all over. Called church, pastor, friend, apartment owner. We cannot find him. And church member, youth group, that they go to the ground zero, they find him after 3 days. He joined ground zero, save people. He working with them. When he joined, first day, so tired, lay down one bed. What they have in the army bed is 1,000 ready for the rescue people. That he joined the rescue team. And he lay down, very tired, and he don't have feel. And he checking, pinches in his neck. And then he tried find out I'm still alive or not. He wake up, then rescue job that he tried help as much as he can. 3 days later, the church member, youth group, they find him. And that time they find that another ladies youth member was north building. My son was a south building, and she never come back. She also arriving in the first floor and called to church pastor, and she say, FBI people, they want the checking and the what happened this building, and we cannot get out into this door. And then that is the last he message, and then is that building crap, and then she's gone. My son pull out her, get out that 1.5 block is a building down that is we seen miserable. We seen before building falling down as all over the people through the window, they tried get out because too hot. 800 degrees. They cannot stay, and then they jump out the window and they're falling down. You see it. Building, you know, is the one building in the Japan that the foundation is the most important for the building. And one building is in a hotel. That building is 4 years built, but 2 years they working for that foundation job. As you know, you can see the important building itself, but more important is the foundation. That building, one day in Tokyo, is one of the biggest earthquake that they had. Then all building falling down, but except that building was stand there. Here we are. No matter what deep, no matter what safety foundation, but 911, and that day is terror. Airplane hit that building, not only one building, and another building also. that hot is over 800 degree. You know, the 100 degrees, the water is boring. And then it's 10 times is hotter than that. Plus, that building have all, gas line. They cannot stand. They explode immediately, falling down one by one. Within 1 hour, that building is gone. Without God's hand, he can survive. 3,000 people dead. Since that, I went to New York. 10 days later, checking to him. And he was stockbroker, and he resigned 5 days. Because customer and then everybody asking to him by, what happened? How you survive? What happened? What happened? He cannot stand answer. And then he resigned and all account give and get out there. When I went New York, I didn't talk anything. We have to have a dinner and then just a relaxed time. But I can see him only at the night. Early in the morning, he go out, and later he come. Even that, I didn't ask what happened. What are you doing? But while he's sleeping at night, I seen he have in the one tag, in a name tag. I pull out and then see Red Cross volunteer. I said, of course, I know who you are. You help continues other people. And then he's called me one day. He say, I'm going to army join. I say, what? He said, Daddy, have to do somebody help the nation. Have to do something I have to do for the nation, for the people. I said, no. You are only one son. Even Korea, even USA, I don't think they accept the one son is in join army. Daddy, I joined already. Then later, he say, I'm going to Afghanistan. What? Afghanistan? He called me 10 times. I didn't get the phone. He was so upset. He said, now my captain is the president of America. He ordered, I have to go. And I said, hey, that's dangerous. Almost 6,800 already dead. It's going to be 10,000 going to be dead. Why you go there going to die? He said, Daddy, I'm not going to die because you seen the 3,000 people dead in the World Trade Center. But I didn't die. I'm going to Afghanistan no matter what people, whatever happened. I believe the God. God's going to save me. Hang up. He gone. 1 year. I prayed for him. Father, save to him. You saved one of the 3,000. Why not one of the 10,000? Please save him. What I confess to you, 15 years ago, That 3 days, I promised to God, God, if you save my son, I will give you my soul and body. 3 days later, he alive. Can I get out of there? Thank you, Lord. You saved my son. No, I cannot do that. Then I start Christian broadcasting. Every day, 1 hour. Read the Bible, 1 chapter. And then summon and song and pray. Every day, 5 years. I give to my soul and body. Not only that, I get the MDB and I get the ordained, become pastor. I don't have experience in the church organization. My experience is 5,000 employee, the president. My experience in the stockbroker too. My experience in this society, how to living and then be successful the business. Certainly, God have a plan that changes my life. 911. Then I become pastor. Then I become establishing church, which I stand here. We call Oakland Presbyterian Church. I give my soul and body to Lord. I pray for my son's safety come back from Afghanistan. As you know, Iraq and Afghanistan, 10,000 soldiers dead. But God is good. He saved to my son return 1 year. Then not only that, God is a blessing to him and, the medical doctor wife. Now he have 1 son and 1 daughter. I have a grandson and granddaughter. What I'm talking about, God saved to us, we gonna save. God with us working in this earth, you will never falling down. We are believer. Korea now is North Korea. They did test for atomic bomb. That atomic bomb power, if they dropped to Korea, do you know what happened? 600,000 people immediately dead. If he dropped what they testing in Korea, minimum 2 million Korean people gonna be dying. This simulation, America, they tested it. You see how much dangerous society we live in? That is my home country. I was teaching in Korea University because I'm graduate MBA with the Korea University, and then I teaching stock investment. Many good men and women and many Christian living in Korea. What's going to happen if they drop atomic bomb? Do you know that bomb is 8 times more strong dropped Hiroshima atomic bomb? We are in our hand can living our life or not? Death? No. God hand. But I believe that God gonna have a plan, unification within 70 days, 70 years. That means is Israel, they lost their nation. Babylon took over. But 70 years later, you're going to be independent. As a Bible, Ezekiel, Bible, Daniel, Bible had gave the message to chosen people, meaning Christian people, God's child. To me, God give to us voice. After independence, 7 years, mean couple more years later, Korea gonna be unification. Then they cannot use that atomic bomb. God love you. God have a plan. Even this church follow to God world, mean Jesus world. Jesus told to Peter all overnight is try to catch fish, but he never can catch fish. Empty net. And Jesus come, ask to Peter, drop your net, go in deep shit. Then he did follow to the Jesus. Then what happened? Plenty fish even cannot put on the boat. Then extra give to his friend boat is full. As you can see this on YouTube. This message gonna be deep seer. That net gonna be fulfill catch fish. This is God have a plan to this worship, this church, this mission is not our hand, is all God hand. Once you want to build it, you have to know how to rebuild. Number one, you have to find out who you are, why you're not be successful, why you have that building destroyed. You have to look at, like medical doctor find out the cancer, they gonna be look at. That's what we call SOBAD. SOBAD mean find out, look at. what we have any problem and the falling down and then business or whatever your situation, don't worry. You have to analyze and so best then detail checking, find out what problem. You know, Chrysler president asked Iacocca. One day, he got a fire from Ford automobile. You know, Mr. Ford, he's a rich man, but he fired him. And he upset and angry. Of course, he can mad to them too. But somehow, it's Chrysler. They are $60 billion losing money every year. That company gonna become bankruptcy. Then Chrysler asked to Iacocca, would you become president to our company and save it for this company? That he joined with Chrysler. Immediately what he did, he looked at Sobeys. What is the problem? Number one problem is organization. And the 32 vice president, they do their own business, individual. They are not together, built to the company. That's the problem. No matter what organization, individual, they play the game, they themselves, not unified, cannot be successful. Even the nation. If you have a problem and the individual leader, then you never can be strong, the nation. Then, second, he tried to find out in the, labor organization. In America, have freedom. Labor, they have organization to their own voice and power. They can demonstration and stop producing. They can ask more money, but company falling down is, what do you want? Then they find out, and then new president or Iacocca, then they sitting and together, we have to build this company first. You know what? You have a problem in your church, then getting together and build. Do your nation have a problem? Getting together to build. Then you can build. Then they join. Okay, my salary, no increase. My salary, until we build up, I don't want to get money. Then they are joined together, build, and then another find that they oil crisis. When you have oil crisis, how do you can drive in the big car? No, they have to build a small car. That's he find it, and then 1, 2, 3, he changed it. If you don't change it today, you don't have a future. Then after he changed it, that company, within a few years, he paid off all $60 billion debt and then start to gain. That the stock was $1 one time, and then immediately that $100. Are you worried you're failing and lost job? Don't worry. You have to find out who you are. Then what happened, why you failed, you find out. So best. Look at. Then you can find out the solution then you can make it. You know, in Korea, have rich man. His name is the Hyundai owner. He founder. He was a rice sales and delivery man. Right, rice, and then before in Korea they have we call gamani, and then they deliver it to each house. Then this man, so diligent, and then owner borrow money to him, establishing in the rice store. Then when he started, everybody competition, he did not to sell for money. Of course, everybody want to sell for money for be successful business, but this man, he started business for the people. He sell rice for money? No, he sell his heart, sell to the people. Always in the anybody not money, no money, and then is a loan, later pay, and then he deliver every rice, every house he know, on time delivery. Then he go there, and then that rice can, and then whatever left over, all clean up, and then new one put in the bottom, and old one put on the top, and then that always fresh rice. Why not buying from him? His heart, they buy it. He know he take care of it. No money, later. Rice, always filling. Then everybody want to buy from him. Oh, of course. He become rich. Then he built his business, construction company. He built, now all over the world, Hyundai, that's founder. He successful. Do you want successful business and make money? Make money for sale and make money? No matter what you do, you have to sell your heart first. When you heart, they accept, they're going to buy from you. Then you're going to be successful. Most important is God word in your heart. Then you can announcement God word. Then be wise, be diligent, be honorable, be mercy. God with you become great, successful with the God hand. God bless you.